doing something a little different. We're streaming in the evening.
Yes. So that looks like it's a good piece, good size for making the 4 to 6 ounce.
Yeah.
So we need a pair that are the little hemisphere shapes.
Yeah.
The globy guys.
The little globy guys. These are the variety that you have to have two compatible clay bodies.
Yep.
Otherwise, it'll tear itself apart.
Did I manage to moisten the white enough?
Yeah.
Good. Because the other day when I cut it, it was like, and no, you're not throwing with this today.
No, I can tell by the way the wire is going through it. It would have been.
You can tell from across the room that it is.
Yes, it is kind of like no.
Let's find something else to throw. Yeah.
Yeah.
Add water to the bag, make it friendly.
Oh yeah.
Later.
Well, don't go through the porcelain. Is quickly.
No.
Well.
Oh. What a rock bastard.
Let's see.
And you do it. We still have honey at the door?
There's a cat outside and is driving both
of ours.
Nix and Agatha
up the wall or up the glass.
Yeah, because they're kind of like...
The neighbor's cat's name is Honey because while there's like 3 or more humans over there, we know the cat's names. We know one of the humans' names.
Yeah.
Because the cats are Honey, Scorch, and Kristen. Honey is very friendly. Honey would really like us to let her in. Honey is also very overweight.
Is kind of round.
She's a football. Mind you, she has thumbs too. She's a polydactyl.
Got this one to stick back in.
Good. The bubble has some interesting pattern to it, with having let go than being readhered.
Yeah, well, it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
More so with the smooth clays.
Yeah. Figure do a bunch of this particular size.
Well, we need a bunch of this particular size. That'd be why. It'd be a good idea.
I don't think we have many of the black and whites at the moment.
No, we often don't, because they sell quickly. They're black and white swirls.
Quick to finish.
Because the design is the clay.
Yes. And only rarely do we have somebody request us to put a pattern on a black and white.
Well, yeah, sometimes someone wants a pattern on a swirl.
Yeah. That's like, there's something I was forgetting to open. Chat.
Chat.
I mean,
Chat
you'd be able
would
to
be good.
see it, pop up on screen, but it's less legible.
Yeah. There we go. One little glue tip. And go.
There we go. And yes, this is review is the bonus throwing.
That's bonus throwing. Yeah. Tomorrow we set up an event up at Kitsap County Fairgrounds. It goes by one of 2 names, either June Fair or Kitsap Medieval Fair. It's the same event.
Yes.
So if anybody's watching that's from the greater Seattle region.
If you're like on the western half of Washington, it's not that far a drive.
No. Everybody has a different idea of what is very far, though.
For us, not that far a drive is less than 4 hours.
Yeah. Some people think that's a long drive.
Now, some people say, measuring distance in time is also a bit of a California thing.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what part of California you're driving through. Depends on how much time it takes you to go how much distance.
And also whether it's considered, how long is considered.
How far is far?
If you live up on the northern coast,
Everything is far.
4 hours is a short drive.
4 hours? You haven't made it to the nearest metro yet.
No, the nearest metro is more like 6 hours away.
Assuming no significant road work.
Oh, so a couple months out of the year.
Yeah.
There's almost always some road work. Sometimes, lane closures.
Sometimes the whole road is shut. How many of this size should I cut?
About 10.
Okay. 10 more or 10 total?
How about 10 total? Then we can see what other shapes.
Okay, so
what other
you are
sizes.
on 3. That makes 7.
So 3 more, 8.
2 more. I have one in my hands though.
Oh, okay. Well,
I was hiding one.
little glowy guys.
Oh, that's a happy little glowy shape. Then after the 10th one, do you want a different size?
How about a different size?
Okay.
I can do different shapes.
Larger or smaller?
How about do a couple larger ones?
Okay.
I could do swirly Vikings or, just.
Which you have done with the sgraffito markings through the swirliness.
Yeah. Let's see. This one is, so you got the likely.
Go. How's that?
Do that, yeah. And I hope it sticks to the back at some point. It's been one of those.
Meh.
Yeah.
How much are you? 11-ish ounces. I need 11-ish ounces of the other color.
It's
Good.
good. There was a little blinking cursor, so I was trying to tell what it is, but it's across the room.
Oh, it's just sitting in the if you want to type something box. Is that good water over there, Nix?
I know, that cat had some nerve to be outside your door.
It's sitting on her mat. Doesn't matter if it's on the wrong side of the glass, that's her mat. There you go. I moved the bag so that you can see Nick's butt.
Nick's butt.
Rotate it slightly.
There we
There's
go.
the Nix. She really likes the water out of the black clay bucket.
Yeah.
Honey is still sitting on the mat outside the door. But now she has her head turned, so she's not looking in through the doorway.
She's still hopeful.
She's still hopeful. But she's so not paying any attention to the beasts on the inside.
They get to be inside.
And they're indoor only there, honey. You gonna go check on her there, Nix?
She crouched it, did a running crouch to the door and then leapt on the door.
But not hard enough that it made much trying to find a way to sneak up and get at her. Honey is at least this point turned and is looking at her again. Much tail lashing from both of them. Yeah, it's fine, Nixie. She's not going to invade your territory. How many larger ones do you want? Four?
How about four or six? We'll see.
Okay. You are too much.
And now for the big reveal. Scrape all the mud off of it.
Oh yeah, and you can just see in shot the fact that there's actually a new water bucket. Look at how shiny part of it is still.
Oh, don't worry, it won't last.
No, it won't. The larger pieces should be about the 16-ounce mug kind of size.
Okay.
These
yeah,
aren't
that's
going to
good.
be mugs because we're not doing candles.
No.
But they're that kind of size.
Yeah. Could go on to Facebook real quick and say that we're streaming.
Okay, one moment.
It'd be best if, do some sort of poll. When would people like to see us stream?
Maybe we'll get answers to the poll, because we've tried polls before. Nobody's answered. Hey, viewer. Hello.
And, in the comments, people watch this. What would be a good time or day that...
What do you guys want to watch?
Yeah.
Bearing in mind that Friday is not always a good day for us.
Yeah. We could also do a little short stream of a video of our booth once we get set up. But that's about it.
Yep.
There you go. This will be a good one. Nice sharp little pokey stick. You work the edge.
Get close.
Okay.
Mind you, it's simply that we are streaming and it's on the Rennick Team YouTube channel, because I know if I post a link in it, it gets knocked down the logarithms a lot. And it will not show up for days.
Yeah, you could always put the link in
The
comments.
That is what a lot of the, even places like the Smithsonian and
Yeah.
National Geographic, that's how they do it now. It's like a pinned comment.
Yeah, could do that.
That's 5 of those larger pieces.
Just never gotten onto a regular schedule of streaming since we've had the new shop, so
No.
sorry, people.
I said if I do this, come on, go over there. Thank you. Get over to. I said click.
Oops. Stick to the bat, damn it.
There. Now the link is in the comments.
Okay.
This, that, this, there we go. Come on, where's the picture? That, there we go. Need one more of that larger size. Which they're not all the same size. This one's gonna be more like 16 ounces.
Give some variety.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah.
There. Yeah.
I'll wait for you to jump. Okay, there we go. Don't mind me, Nix. I'll wait until you're done.
As you know, the shows are here for the cat's enjoyment.
Yes. Oh, she is now all the way up. She is lashing her tail at Honey from up on the highest point.
Look at me. I have the high ground.
Yes. Yep. Honey is still all loafed up on the mat like, I'm ignoring everything.
Maybe they'll open the door and give me a treat.
Yeah, no. You were an excessively chubby girl. You don't need treats.
Oh, God, no.
Go. This back. Wait for a moment. Because you have 6 of those and 10 of those. You have 16 pieces. She'll actually go up onto the topmost shelf now, but she doesn't like hanging out there. She'll sit on the next one down. See, oh, one of the 2 auxiliary cameras is not playing right now.
Huh. Interesting.
Just have to take this one and do it. There she is. It's probably a good place for that one to be aimed at anyways.
Yeah.
That one over there though. See how you're turning it off and then on again and then get go.
Works with a lot of things, including people, turning them off and back on again.
Yes. No, that one just says it's all grayed out, so I don't know why.
That's,
Next step. Unplugging it.
on the connection.
Yes.
There we go.
Michael. Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see both you guys. Hopefully you have a great summer.
Thank you. I hope you have a good summer too.
We'll see, how summery this weekend is. There's a good chance it'll be 60 and at least showers.
While we're setting up.
Yeah. Maybe you know what? We should pack the raincoats.
Pack
We'll
the
see.
raincoats.
We'll see if we can scare the rain away.
Or the rain boots.
But the raincoat's much lighter though.
Yeah.
The rain boots are heavy
Yeah.
and far more space consuming.
Yeah, that they are.
to work. Yes. This camera is attached to a snake plant. That camera, this one over here, comes out from underneath a spider plant.
And this one is sitting on an old tripod.
Yes.
This one
No
right
problem.
here.
And it's
So
a
lights.
tripod, not a camera tripod,
But a light
but
tripod.
a light tripod. The light died.
Yeah. But
Never
the
even
tripod's
used
fine.
it much on the tripod with the light.
The light, so we take pictures of all the finished pottery.
Yeah.
Because occasionally we have people come back and go, you know that piece you made me?
This is my current light
Yeah.
with its posable foot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're looking at what you're doing on the screen rather than looking down.
Yeah, I get a different view that way.
Yeah. With a lot less neck strain. It's actually really useful when you're trying to match a historic piece.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have really odd subtleties.
Or okay, you made a piece like, I have X piece, could you make me another one to go with it?
Yes. Sometimes it's not a matter of...
Or it broke, can you make me another one?
It was the perfect cup ever and it broke.
Oh, and that happens.
Yeah. And sometimes historic means something that we made in the past. It could be something that somebody bought from a craft fair in the 90s.
Yeah. Or 80s.
Or 80s. With that set of
Plates.
had their kid's birthday on them and name birthday.
Yeah.
And then since I guess we matched it sufficiently well, we started getting commissioned for the grandchildren.
Yeah. And more pieces.
And more pieces.
So they all have plates, cups, and bowls now, rather than just the plates. That was interesting, which was replicating something that was modern.
Yes.
Here we go. And how the swirl pieces came about was one day I was bored. I want to do something different. Then there was 2 bags. There was piece of one, piece of the other.
And because you already knew that they had similar properties.
Yeah. They have to have the same shrinkage.
And preferably the same texture.
Yeah. It's kind of odd when they're different textures. I've done that.
Yeah.
I've done this with a lot of different clays, but this is the one that works the best.
Yeah.
So I've also done it with 3 varieties of clay. It'll probably work really well with the new smooth red.
True. Do the smooth red, the black, and the porcelain.
Yeah.
The smooth red with the clear over is not as vibrant a red as the coarse red.
Yeah.
Under a clear glaze.
Yeah.
Since you've got some there and it's not like I have handworks that I need to do at the moment, I'll cut myself a few chunks.
A few slices. This is a bigger piece.
Oh, you got one that... Well, that doesn't need to be that shape then, yeah?
Yeah.
Come back, Clay.
Wait a minute. This is making it up a big globe. There's a bigger piece. I just hope it doesn't rain too much this weekend.
Yeah,
It'd just be
I don't
miserable.
want wet. I don't want wet canvas.
Yeah.
We should also make sure that we've got some heat patches.
Oh yeah.
Yep, my head peeks out over the top. Ugh.
See, I got new wheels, so she got the old wheel.
In part because the old wheel doesn't have to work as hard now. Because I don't throw pieces that are that big.
6-10 pounds. Yeah. It got to a point it just didn't like that anymore. Can't imagine why. The thing's only like 15, 20 years old.
Yeah. Your new wheel is so much quieter.
I know. It's also so much heavier.
Yes.
It's always fun to do an event where we can bring the wheel and demo or do lessons, which is fun.
The one that we did out Pasco. That's where Sage Fin is located.
Yeah.
Which was a maker convention.
Yeah.
So it was all day and into the night classes.
Oh yeah. Didn't take any classes.
No.
Taught some classes.
Yes.
Make sure we can teach more classes.
Until we were because they had the messy classes in hotel rooms.
They took the furniture up. Well, they had flooring, not carpeting. Luckily, it's kind of like, you sure this is messy?
It's vinyl plank flooring.
Yes, it was fine. And plus, plastic. The painter's plastic, so put it on the floor and on the nearest wall. And
they gave us painter's tarp for the floor.
That was just canvas. It would have gone right through that.
Yeah, it's like we put plastic under the painter's tarp, and then we put the painter's tarp down.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Another one that was fun. It was a couple years ago. It was over. What's that one park is near Rainier? Over in Oregon.
Yeah, Rainier, Oregon, not Rainier, Washington.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you wanted to, you could take a train from Vancouver to Vancouver, and it's not a round trip.
You cross international border too.
Yeah.
Vancouver, Washington to Vancouver,
British Columbia.
And with these, the longer it takes to throw, the more rings it gets. So the ones that just have a few very bold rings.
Through quickly.
Yeah. Go. That's the nice thing is because while I'm throwing it up to the very end, when I basically use a squeegee on it, it just looks bright. Oh, there's another helmet on there. Oh, no, I see what it is.
Okay, it's just the coffee?
Yeah. Because it has a link in it. Yep. It's across the room, so I can't quite read it. What do you do with TVs when the remote dies? They become monitors.
It's not that the remote died. It was that the receiver on that TV for the remote.
Yeah, well, essentially, the remote function died.
No, it was just a remote. That's relatively easy to replace, but
Yeah, we bought a new remote thinking, oh, it was just the remote. No. So it became a monitor.
The fate for a number of TVs at this point.
Yeah. There's one in the garage.
Yeah.
It's hooked up to a little computer in the garage. Is a workshop.
This one's a whole collection of workshops. Individual workshop spaces.
Yeah, areas. It has 3 main areas.
Wood,
metal, and kilns.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, that's where a freezer is.
That's for what?
The freezer. The chest
Yeah.
freezer. That'd be a silly thing to put in the kitchen.
The chest freezer, that is.
Yeah. It's a moderate sized chest freezer.
Yeah.
What shape should this one be?
Have you done any sides yet?
Yeah, I did this. This one just keeps getting taller. It's a nice cylinder so far.
Well, maybe it wants to be a beaker then. I almost got a clean lift of the trimmed off part. It slipped off the tool.
Oh.
Didn't skew anything, but it just sat there.
Oh dear. And now the big reveal. This one looks like a bit like a storm.
Oh, yeah. You still have like 5 pieces.
Oh yeah. Actually 6.
Oh yeah. Two of
Plus-
them blended in. Two of them were pretending to one piece from this angle.
Blended.
Blended.
window side.
Yeah. Oh, when I was putting the other crates of pottery into the vehicle, it was getting really windy out.
Weather's changing.
Oh, shh!
Oh!
Well, that was a really pretty cup.
Then some piece of letter in the art.
I mean, yeah, look at that. I could just let it dry that way, I guess. I really should just recycle it, though.
Just recycle it. Yeah. Squish, 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 squish. Take that, you.
Yep. And there's most of the clay.
Well, at least it's on one blob now.
Yeah.
Little rose bushes getting really, really tall.
Yeah.
Oh, two of them get really tall. One I thought was onions blooming. No, that's leaf. That's blooming right now out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we don't have enough leeks, do we?
There. Now it's a mini dish.
Oh. Well, we need those too, so.
Yeah. And there aren't as many black ones of those. And I don't have another piece of clay that size. Well, if I finish my other two pieces, maybe I'll cut off another one that size and see if I can remake that cup. That was really sad.
Yeah.
There's a really uncomfortable lump of clay on this bat.
Here, one of the wee ones. No, it must be a small piece of clay because I can cover it completely with my hands. Can't see. Now you can see it. Now you can't. And then when we get home, these might be all the way dry and ready for the kiln.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
That was kind of part of the goal was to have.
The thing is, all we'd have to do is turn on, just have the fan going or something. Or the air cleaner.
There's the dehumidifier.
Yeah. Just something that's gonna, stir the air. Turn that on right before we leave.
Yeah. Turn it on tonight and the things might be dry enough to come off their backs in the morning.
True. That would be ideal. A happy little shape.
still have 5.
Go. Yes. I have to get those the 2 videos of me painting trimmed
need
and
to,
uploaded.
yeah, I need to get them onto the external drive so I can get them over to my machine where the video editing software is.
Yep.
First, I need to find out where it's saved it to on your machine.
Yeah, I have no clue. It's not like it asked where I wanted it saved to.
There is a setting in OBS that you can tell it where you want it to save.
We'll have to set that up.
Yeah, it has to be someplace local. You can't, because well, with data transfer delays, you don't want it trying to save to an external drive.
Yeah. That wouldn't be good.
No. Now that your pile is shorter, you can actually see me throwing. In the background. Off in the corner. Very much, this workstation is in the corner.
Yeah. Jungle plants just above you there.
No. Well, the vase with the planted plants, multiple, in it is there to hopefully get that rubber up plant section to root.
We had to trim it because it was getting too big for the spot.
Yeah, our rubber plants are trimmings from the mother plant that was too big to move with us.
Yeah.
So we gave it to the neighbor's daughter who liked houseplants.
And remember the grandma.
Yeah.
So it's a plant that Sarah got her for some reason, birthday or something.
Birthday, some sort of holiday. Just 'cause it was like a 25-cent plant from the houseplant section at the local Target when I was under the age of 10.
Yeah.
Which means, well, the mother plant would be in excess of 30 years old.
Yeah, and probably the size of that shelf unit.
Oh, easily. So we wrote this. Human Daughters, good evening. Swirlware, have a good evening. Yes, we're doing swirlware pieces.
Yeah.
Right? Well, she is.
Yeah.
I'm just doing that.
I was trying to see the name of who that is.
Solid rotting corpse.
Oh, okay.
That's the screen name.
Okay.
To cut off more pieces, then you could get some of the good
And when would, kind of a inquiry, when would people like to see a stream on? Early in the day? Evening? Just, this time of year it wouldn't be Fridays?
No.
A lot of
Not so
events.
much on my Fridays.
Well, we're not going somewhere to another event,
Yeah.
I think, but we're coming into our busy season, because tomorrow we're going to be at
We're gonna be at Kitsap County Fairgrounds. Oh, cool. No, this
and
is not-
hopefully it doesn't rain on us too much.
Yeah, I want dry canvas.
It's gonna really rain.
I want dry canvas. Because I don't want to have to unpack the canvas when we get home so it doesn't sit for a week and potentially grow mold.
Yeah, that would be bad.
We have 3 more pieces. Are you gonna want more while I'm up?
Could do more, I suppose. Should I do more of the little booby cups, or
I think
Do
we
some
have
little
those.
S,
Do
so-
do other shapes.
what other shape?
You could do some more S sides.
Yeah, good.
You could also cut you off ones that are actually a little bit smaller, so they're the true 2 to 4 ounce size,
Yeah.
as compared to these guys, which are 4 to 6.
Yeah. There we go.
And we are hoping that these pieces will be ready for the next event.
Which will be onto Westward down in southern Oregon.
Which is the week of 4th of July.
Yeah. Beautiful location.
Yes. And I'm perfectly happy not being near any fireworks.
Oh yeah, no fireworks on site.
No.
If you want to see fireworks, you have to go to the
Yeah,
local
just go
town.
into town. And hope that there's not fog blocking your view. It's on the coast.
Yeah, we never go, but
No. I had friends who make the special trip into town. They knew what restaurant to go to and sit outside and watch the fireworks. Come on, let go. Get the stuff moved over.
go.
It's like, what's that sound? I'm like, oh, yeah, we didn't turn off what we were watching before we came out.
Oh well.
Yeah. So how many Wii's would you want, like?
Oh, I don't know. Could do maybe half a dozen, I guess.
Okay. And before we go in, I will unplug the heater, plug in the dehumidifier.
Yep. And there's also the air cleaner that circulates the air.
Yes.
We could leave that going longer.
Yeah. Especially considering that one is it was one of the sensing ones and it just gets jammed on high.
Yeah.
We've got 2 different brands of air cleaner that sense the air quality and adjust the speed.
One works really good.
One of them, which is I think the German Guardian, right?
Yeah.
The other one is Clorox brand. Cannot recommend. Just
Yeah.
no.
At first it was fine. So we
But
got
as soon-
another one.
But as soon as their little sensor gets dirty,
You know, it's always just on high. And we've tried cleaning the sensor and it doesn't do anything.
it'll make it stop reading high for maybe as much as 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I posted a negative review. 6 of these, I'm at 4.
Yeah. You get a lot of clay dust and stuff up here, which is why there's the heavier duty air cleaner.
Yeah.
We'll eventually have to get something better for out here that,
Has speeds you can control?
yeah,
Because we can't have it on while we're streaming because it's loud.
yeah. 5.
And then you have to remember to turn it back on.
Yeah. Almost looks like there's a light coming out of that chimney.
Yeah, because it's reflecting off the metal trim.
Yeah.
You said that and I could immediately spot what you were talking about.
Yeah, because I look up and it's kind of, nope, it's not a light, but it's just the sunlight reflecting off the thing.
Little flashing of the spark arrestor.
Yeah.
Okay, do you want any more big ones or do you want to just work your way through those?
I'll work my way through those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Close up those bags. Oh, one of those times where you feel like you're gonna sneeze.
You
then
just
it
don't.
It doesn't.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Problem is I do this bit to see,
Yeah.
because where it is on the screen right now, it's right where that shelf hits. So what I was doing was trying to see the screen.
Problem is we do it's just making that shelf shorter, except for the fact we use all of that shelf.
Yeah. No, but it would be nice to. Yeah, I know, it's just kind of, it's a quandary.
And it wouldn't help if the shelf was glass because
Yeah.
it's the support.
Yeah.
If I duck down really low, I can see the bottom line of message. Go. 3 6. There were 3 pieces left to that other bag of black.
And you really don't want the computer closer to the wheel.
No.
It's really hard on the keyboard and the mouse.
Yes.
Because yes, and I know this for a fact, because well, we used to have one that was much closer because it was in a much smaller room.
As a matter of fact, it was my machine.
Yep.
If you go back and look at some of our
Really.
early videos,
Where you see what looks like a push pinned plastic on the walls. Yes, that was.
that was exactly what that is.
Yeah. And I wouldn't recommend having all this stuff inside the house.
Oh, the dust.
Just the clay dust everywhere. Never get rid of it.
Heaven forbid we should have carpet anywhere.
Ugh. Yeah. Because, no, I do not like carpet. Not in the least.
This house had carpet to begin with.
It doesn't anymore.
Nope.
Not anywhere. Nope.
Got a couple of area rugs.
Yeah. That's not carpet, that's area rugs. You can take area rugs out and clean them or replace them.
Put it in the bathtub, give them a bath.
Done that.
Yes.
There we go. Here. That goes way ahead. And for something different, small pieces. Do this one. This one has some bushiness to it.
Oh yes, it's that piece.
Yes, that piece. It has a carinated girth.
Are you talking about the piece you're doing?
Yes.
Is it a biconical?
Yes.
Oh.
Go. You can be up there. Yeah, cute little minis. Mini minis. Oh, maybe not too many. Six, but
If we do too many minis, we run out of bats.
yes. Did that the other day. Enough. Oh, I'll just throw a few pieces. I suppose 2 shelves full. It's just a few, right?
Yeah. And I'm adding to it.
And hopefully when we get home, we'll be ready to fire.
Yeah.
Which would be nice.
Yeah.
I have to try some of the black, white, and red.
Yeah.
Or try some just red and white too. Or red and black.
Yeah.
See what it does. Because playing mad scientist is always fun. What will the gods of chaos give us this time?
Not drop it. There we go. This space is not nearly as optimized for reach as yours.
Yeah. Well, you're young. You have more reach.
Young, she says. Younger than you. I noticed that my water was almost out of water.
Oh dear.
But luckily, where I'd set the bucket of water down earlier was within reach.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah.
So I suppose when I fill up the shelf, that means I'm done, doesn't it? Because it looks like it'll be about 4 more spaces.
So you currently have the right number of pieces?
Yeah, I think so. That's just it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. It's, And what we couldn't have planned with this room, as it were, is the fact that it never gets too cold or too hot out here.
Yeah. I mean, yes, you will see us in our work park as in the winter, but it never dips below freezing.
Yeah. I have to put the stuff outside for it to freeze. We have a little, little space out there, and we can set up this little planter-sized
Miniature greenhouse.
house to put the stuff in so it doesn't get rained on. We can set it just right outside the door. lot of freezing weather this year.
No, we only had one day where we could make frost gathering.
Yeah.
You have a sponge sitting on this stack of bats over here.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, it must have fallen down there.
Yeah. I had to use one of the bats out of that stack of. I think most of those are like larger size bats.
It's for when I'm doing the big Greek pieces.
I had to snitch one from that pile because I was out of the other bats.
Oh dear. I have to make more big pieces, not too long.
Come on, it's 8:30.
Oh dear. But it's still light, so it's, yeah. Don't think about how late it's getting.
The last piece seemed to have actually thrown relatively quickly.
Oh, good. After this piece, I only have 2 left. Come on. Come on. Stick to the bit, damn it.
Being laundry, is it?
Well, once the water gets underneath the piece of clay, it takes it longer to adhere rather than being sleep slidey all over the place.
There. 8 pieces.
Okay. I threw more than that.
Well,
I'd have to
yes.
count them. It was kind of, yeah. Who knows? No, I'm just, I mean, through
Lots.
more.
Before I cut you more pieces, you'd already had 16. So now 11, 15, 19. Pieces maybe? I love those unsuccessful cup. Or actually, no, it was a successful cup. The problem was is that it slipped out of my
That
hand.
to its doom.
Yes, it stabbed itself to death with my fingers. Guarantee that my cuticles will be of a nice dark color this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't stain as much as the red.
Nothing stains as much as the red.
Yeah. Okay. 11 on that shelf. 15, 19, 20, 22. Now 22 pieces at the end of it.
That's not that many.
Yeah. But I probably a good point to stop.
Well, yeah.
Well, you still have plenty of bats. You could keep going. Close up the bags of clay. There we go. My contacts are kind of gritty after doing stuff from the trailer earlier.
Yeah, I imagine so.
While I'm thinking about it, we're gonna be gone for a couple of days. I better make sure that the cat boxes are clean.
Yeah.
Because do we have an automatic box? Yes.
We
Is
use
that-
it some.
Yes. Would they be kind enough to use that as their primary one so there's less scooping for the human? No.
Well, it is less, just not significantly less.
Yeah. And Nix, apparently no one gave her the memo that girl cats are supposed to squat. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yes, and I have my false freckles. Do you end up with the black spatters that go up the arm? Cause look.
No.
Okay, so it's just me. I end up with the fake freckles. I'm sorry, I should have moved the pieces around for you.
There we go. See, I can't throw any more because I'm out of space. Because this one will stay on the wheelhead.
Gotcha. So what you're saying is I shouldn't go over there and move things around on the other shelf.
You'd only be able to get maybe one
Yeah.
over there.
Oh, but if I move things around, you can get as many as 3, 4. But I'm not saying you should. It's already kind of late.
Yeah.
Okay, the last piece, and as you said, it would stay on the wheelhead. 50% humidity. Yeah, that sounds good. Those bits of soil in the exhaust.
I wonder how
Oh,
that
and
got
cat
there.
fur. It is now raining cat fur.
Oh, dear.
Oh, it's raining cat fur halfway across the room. It circulates the air really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, with any luck, should be able to get these guys off their bats tomorrow morning before we leave.
Yeah.
Oh, I can do is I can also go check on the kiln because I did get a low fire going.
Yeah. Get these.
It's up to 1,090 in there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Nix? Did Honey finally leave? Yes, your little girl, Nixie. Really? Yeah. Really? Did I walk too far?
Oh, no, I want to leave that one on there.
I've
There
got
we
to
go.
go over here to Nix,
Okay.
Gotta go home, turn off the screen.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.